Welcome to the INBF Canada Athlete Series. We are here with a fantastic group of motivating girls from the H.E.R.O.S group, all created by the fearless leader Naomi, who is on our interview today. And she has two of her compadres as well on the show, Miss Angela and Nikki, to join us, all competing in the INBF Edmonton show October 22nd. So Naomi, you as leader of the H.E.R.O.S group, tell us more about H.E.R.O.S and yourself and what is happening over there.
Well, H.E.R.O.S is a group that I created to empower women in fitness and in life. The H.E.R.O.S actually stands for helping each other reach our everyday success. So just from personal experience and life experiences that I have had, fitness has helped me through every aspect of my life. And I just feel like so many more women need to be empowered by that.
I love it. And your group has grown very much in the last, has it been 1 year you've had the group going, or how long has your group been live for?
Actually, just over 6 months, Matthew.
Wow. And your group is like over 300 and some girls now, I believe, correct?
Yep.
Incredible. And now Angela and Nikki, you girls have been with H.E.R.O.S group for how long?
I don't know. I'd say 6 months, actually, when I first met Rachel.
Okay. I love it. So now, okay, so I love the philosophy of where H.E.R.O.S is going. This is really cool because, we don't really hear, you hear the fitness groups out there, but your inspiration is more towards the motivation, inspiring women, creating that really positive change, which obviously these two wonderful girls have been doing, and you've been doing in your own personal life with, competing in the show in October. So, Naomi, let's go to you first before you go to the other girls. I want to ask you a bit about your journey and where you've been going to the stage, because obviously is this your second or third competition?
This is my third.
Your third competition. Great.
Yes.
And you've been prepping for how long for the competition?
So this one now has been since February, or the end of February.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it. And you're going to the October show. So how long, okay, so in prepping for the competition and H.E.R.O.S, how do you connect the two? Like, what's that connecting thing that, competing H.E.R.O.S that you really want to really kind of, I guess, spread the word to girls about?
Well, you know what? I think it's just so much more. To me, getting on the stage is like life's platform. And so it resembles being the best that you can be, and not changing just for this stage, but changing your life. So making it a healthy lifestyle. Part of the journey is mentally, physically, and spiritually changing. And the confidence that you just see grow, like even for myself, is huge, like in life. And I think that's what makes someone very successful. And seeing all the women come from maybe broken marriages or depression or anxiety or, self-esteem issues, and then seeing them at the beginning of their journey and the end of their journey, walking on that stage, I get emotional because it's such a proud moment. And I remember feeling that, and that you can do it naturally. That's the biggest thing. And that's where I look forward to and going on the stages, because people have a misconception about it sometimes. And when you change and do things naturally, then it can be a lifestyle. So
I love it.
That's a lot of my motivation.
I remember back about almost a year ago, I think it was after the Edmonton show, I got this big, long email from this girl named Naomi. And who's this Naomi girl? It was like a storybook email. And I'm reading through this, it took me like a week to read this thing. And as I'm reading it, I'm like, this girl's got so much passion, enthusiasm, and drive. And now look at this almost 1 year later, and look at what you're doing. You've created this amazing group of women. It's growing, and obviously these two wonderful ladies on here, Nikki and Angela, are part of the product of what's been happening. And, they've had such positive changes in their lives. So this is truly remarkable.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're, and two of the powerhouses in the group for sure. I look up to them. I can't wait to go on the page to see what they're doing. They keep me motivated and inspired too. And they keep the energy up. So, a lot of the women that, we haven't maybe seen or heard from before, all of a sudden, kind of pop up here and there, because of the girls being on the page and their honesty and their genuineness of being on there.
I love it.
It's cute.
Let's pass it on to Nikki here. Nikki over there is it St. Albert, Nikki?
Yes, it is.
You have that beautiful looking pink hair over there. You know, it's got the style going. And is that going to be on the stage as well, the pink hair?
I don't know. It's a surprise to even me.
So tell us about your journey and what you've gone through. Is it your first competition coming up here?
It is my first, yeah.
Wow. So how long have you been prepping for?
Do you mean how long have I been prepping for, or how long have I been planning to prep for?
Both, actually. I'm really curious. Both would be great to hear.
Okay, so probably around, I want to say maybe March, I decided I was going to do this. And I had it in my head that I was, prepping, but then I kept eating, chips or cake or cheesecake or fatty things. And then it was finally, maybe, don't tell Rachel, a month-ish ago where I actually was like, okay, husband, I need to buckle down. Junk food out. Things need to get serious. And I've been at the gym almost every day. I eat like nobody eats, but I get to eat food that nourishes me, which is good. So yeah, probably actually a month I've been prepping. And my kids can eat my prepped food, which is great.
That's awesome. Do you make all your own food?
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting.
My husband does.
Of course he does. You got a great
Naomi.
husband.
Yeah. I agree.
These are all these great husbands over here. This is incredible. Wow. I better take some notes in the corner over here. So Nikki, you're preparing for the competition. Are you excited? What's been your journey like in starting, this whole journey with Rachel, and obviously in the H.E.R.O.S group, motivating all these girls to where you are right now? You're over halfway there. So what's this whole journey taught you in this process?
Oh my gosh, it has taught me so much. Oh my God, I don't even know where to start. It has taught me a lot about just love and life, and not just love, I love you, you love me, just loving yourself and loving life, loving the process of life. I deal with anxiety and some other things like that. And so starting out in H.E.R.O.S really got me kind of open to talking to people about where I was at that point in my life and where I wanted to be. And fitness has always been in my mind, but it was just a matter of getting myself to do it, getting myself out of bed to do it. And H.E.R.O.S really helped me do that. Seeing Naomi and one of our fellow sisters, Shannon, up on stage in their pictures and stuff, and just their excitement about doing this show got me really excited to do it. So just meeting Rachel, getting it on paper, this is what you're doing for the next little while, have fun. And at first I was like, oh, but I have kids. How am I going to do this? No, thank you. And finally, when I started doing it, I'm like, my kids love going to the gym daycare, and they love seeing me after I've worked out because I'm happier. It just gets me going through life. It's, I don't know, oh my God, so much.
What's that
awesome.
What's that one lesson you've learned, that one thing that's been just a complete game changer for you in this whole process?
Probably to never give up, but most of all, put yourself first. It doesn't matter if you have a family or if it's just you. You have to take care of you before you can take care of anybody. And I've heard that saying a lot before, but it's not until the last couple of months of doing all of this that I actually realized that it's true. Because doing all of this, I am taking care of me, and I've noticed a huge difference in a lot of things in my life, and everybody else has too. So
I love it. This is awesome, Nikki. So great. So I want to move over to Angela, okay? So Miss Angela over there in, I believe, Grand Prairie, correct?
Grand Prairie, yes.
I love it. So it's also your first show as well.
This is my very first show as well, and I have been prepping since March of this year.
Wow. So March, and you've already lost 30 pounds, I believe, correct? That's been the goal. I love it. And you got 9.5 weeks to go, and you're getting excited for this competition, aren't you?
I am so excited. I can't wait to walk on that stage with my fellow sisters, and it's been a really exciting journey, and it's not over yet. I plan on competing again and going for my pro card, and this is only the beginning.
So what has being a part of H.E.R.O.S taught you and given you as far as value and support to really adventure in this journey to the stage?
That there are people that have your back, and there's going to be a lot of people out there that don't understand this journey or don't understand this process and don't understand the fitness part of life. And being a part of this group with these girls, you get to express that, and it's people that believe in you and believe in the process, and people who love fitness as much as you do, and it's really empowering. And I'd like to spread the word and inspire other girls to help their dreams come true.
That is fabulous. Naomi, you got to ask some feedback in here, because you're leading this movement over here of H.E.R.O.S greatness. And by the way, people listening to this show right now, can they go join this group?
Oh, absolutely. You know what, Matthew? The more we can reach out, the better. I'd love to see us see more women, empowered in their lives. And just like Angela and Nikki had said, like, it goes beyond just physical changes. It's spiritual, it's mental, it's a busy world now. And you have to, like Nikki said, put yourself first. And I think that's really hard for a lot of people, but it's important.
What has leading H.E.R.O.S group taught you the most?
I think it's just important to be honest, stay humble, be genuine, because people can relate to being human. They need to see all sides. And part of it is keeping up the motivation and involving other people, encouraging them, their ideas and their thoughts in the whole process of things daily, right? You have to keep the energy high and every woman there has something so special to offer in fitness or just in life. So it's not just your the women going to necessarily the gym every single day. It's the housewife at home, and I think we were all basically the same, and here we are now, so there are no excuses. That's the other thing. There just really aren't. I mean, we're all valuable, and you need to be healthy. That's the end of the line,
So when you look at the stage, the next 9.5 weeks, you look at even like a comp stage in general, you three girls, and when you think of competing and bikinis and posing, all that kind of stuff, what brings to your mind, like before you even thought of competing, did you have a misconception of the stage, like what you thought it was going to be like, or it was like, oh my gosh, these girls are going to be in a bikini doing all these crazy poses? And now, because you're going through this process, you have a great coach, great support group. What's changed in all that? What do you see now compared to what you saw maybe, a year ago?
I think for me, just in hitting the stage, you have, I don't know, a lot of people think that it's intimidating, and definitely it can be, right? But when I finally did get on the stage, and I remember being very scared and very nervous, and it's honest to God, they're the most nicest group of family that you'd ever meet. Everybody is so supportive and again, genuine. That's huge. And everybody's been there, so everybody understands. And I remember thinking on stage, like, oh my gosh, like I'm going to do another one right away. Like I already knew from the feeling, right? Because you also see everybody else and you're happy for them too, so it's not even about yourself, but watching other people in that too. And you just, it's awesome. And like, each time you're not up there to beat them. You're up there to beat your last personal best.
Yeah, totally. I love that. What about you, Angela and Nikki? What was your perception before you thought of competing and all this stage stuff? What did you think about then compared to what you think now?
I thought that those girls were out of my league. I never thought that I was capable of doing something like that. And being around the right women, the right girls, H.E.R.O.S girls, showed me that anybody can do anything. And I'm 2 months away from my first competition, something I never thought I would ever do. So, whoop, whoop, pretty damn excited.
I just, I've heard, I know a few people who have done these before, not necessarily the competition that we're doing, and I've just heard horror stories of the couple weeks before, the couple weeks after, the months after, and that was just something I personally didn't want to put myself through. If, like Angela said, if I could even ever get to where those girls were, but now knowing what I know and being able to go into this naturally and continue it as a lifestyle, like, anybody can do this if your heart's in it, and it's going to be fantastic. Oh, I'm so excited.
So now, how does preparing for a competition, how does it help your home life in regards to being, if you girls are married, better wives, better, moms for your children? How has it made you better in your overall life in general?
I found that I have way more energy than my boyfriend tells me that. When I get up and work out in the morning, I have so much energy for the rest of the day to do stuff that I wouldn't be able to do on a normal day. And it's just given me an amazing amount of energy.
Girls?
Same with me. Just like Angela said, like, tons of energy. My energy level has gone to like 0 to like 9,000 something. And it's made me like happier, more patient, and I like just prepping for the competition, how like my coach has me eating, how it kind of makes me focus more on like what I'm feeding my kids, because I was always like a little bit more careful what I fed myself, but I'm like, oh, they're kids, they can eat whatever. But now I'm kind of a little bit more careful what they're eating, and like school's coming up, school lunches, so I kind of like how it's helping me make my family a little bit healthier than maybe we were before.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I feel, I think there's a whole confidence too. Like, my husband actually works out with me now as well. So that's nice. And it's time together. And my kids even. So they'll, you're incorporating that time, and it's like the kids love it when you incorporate them and you go for a walk or a bike ride or a run, or they love being a part of that, and you're being a good role model, and that, being healthy isn't starving. I think a lot of people have a misconception about that in shows. It's not. It's just, it's eating right. It's eating properly. Like, so to see your kids eat, 6 meals a day, I mean, that's awesome. And they're seeing mom eat that. So it's, it's very rewarding in all those areas, I find.
I love it. So now, girls, thinking about, being drug-free and doing this the natural way without taking any drugs of any kind or diuretics of any kind, like, unnatural diuretics, why do you do it? Why have you chosen the natural path?
Well, I know for me, again, it's all about a long-term, like living a healthy lifestyle. Like, just when you do that and you commit to that, I mean, obviously, weight or whatever your concern or your goals are is going to stay off more realistically. And naturally you avoid, putting toxins into your system and your body and polluting your body that way, and even mentally, I find that there's a pride, that comes with, working hard to accomplish those goals, and your body is just more receptive naturally as well.
I love it. Nikki, Angela, what do you think?
Pretty much the same as Naomi. Like, it's nice to be able to do this as like a long-term thing. Like, it's a life goal. It's not a short-term goal where 2 months later I might have to start from scratch or halfway from where I started before. Like, this is a lifestyle. I'm taking care of me, and I don't want to work this hard to take care of me, to have to start from scratch and become ill and realize that now I need to start over again. I want this to be my life.
Great answer. Angela?
To be known as a natural athlete, I think it says it all in the name. There's lots of different competitions out there where you need to take certain kind of enhancers to look like the other people. And at this competition, that everybody has done it the natural way, and that has a lot to say for itself. And I'm really proud to say that I'm a natural athlete, and I wear it on her.
That's awesome. Well said, Angela. Well said. I absolutely love it, girls. So now I want you guys to kind of give me a little tip from each of you as far as the people who are watching this right now, listening to this actual show. First timers or even girls doing it for the second or third time, what kind of one tip from each of you would you give that first time person or even second or third time girl as a tip to when they're going for their first show or their show in general to make sure they're doing it properly or naturally? What have you learned that you want to pass on as a one tip?
I would personally say do it for yourself, the right reason.
Awesome. Nikki?
I
Angela?
would say if this is something you want to do, pursue it. It's not as hard as people think it is. And if you have the right coach by your side, it's all in the right coach and the way that she helps you get through things. You don't have to starve yourself. It is not on a crazy amount of cardio. It's balance. It's life balance and not to regret it or anything. And just find the right people to do it with. These ladies have my back. And I think we talk every single day, and they're what gets me through every single day. The ups, the downs, the pros, the cons. You just need a good support group, and you can do anything.
I love it.
Oh, yeah, totally. What both those girls said. And it is. It's not impossible, but it's hard. You're going to have your ups. You're going to have your downs. You're going to call your fellow sisters crying because you want to eat something that might not be like cheesecake. Really want my cheesecake.
Like cheesecake.
But right now, eating it, right? Like, it's hard, but it's all worth it. It's so cool, and it's so rewarding to do something for yourself and see your body transform in ways that you didn't think that it could actually get to, which is so cool.
Amazing.
So, it's hard, but don't give up because you can do it. You just need to be there for yourself, and you'll get there.
I love it. Girls, you girls are amazing, and I want to say thank you so much for your time this evening. And I also want to make sure I give everyone, if on the show here, who's listening to the show, they can go check out H.E.R.O.S online. So where can they find you online with that group there, Naomi?
It is a private, closed group.
Okay.
So they just have to go on and ask to be part of the page, and I would gladly approve them. And you can find it under the H.E.R.O.S, but of course it's H.E.R.O.S. So that there's a few different H.E.R.O.S, but that is the H.E.R.O.S page, and I will gladly approve to have them on there. And like I said, even today I saw three more women just, coming on there and just excited to have their energy there and to see all the girls. They were really excited to be a part of it. So we're looking forward to more sisters.
Love it.
And I just want to point out, too, that it is a closed group because you don't have to be afraid of what to post because nobody else is going to see it. You can post transformation pictures and progress pictures, and the only people that are going to see it is this group of women who will love and support you. It's not for the world to see. It's so you can go out of your comfort zone and just talk with women, and it doesn't have to be out to the world.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and it's every type of woman. It's not just your bodybuilders. It's everyone. It's the housewife. It's the daughter, the mother. We've got one. Yeah, we've got another grandmother on there. We've got all sorts of age range.
I love it. Well, guys, go to their Facebook page or even Facebook message Naomi on because you'll actually be tagged on this actual link on this actual episode, guys. So go make sure you check out Naomi and Nikki and Angela on their journey to this stage in the next 9.5 weeks, guys. Share this episode, share it with your friends, and definitely go in there. If you're a woman looking to compete and want inspiration, go check out H.E.R.O.S. Before we end the guys' show, I want a bicep pose from every one of you. It's like a trademark move. Nikki, Naomi, there we go. Bicep, love it. That's a little peak mindset for you. Good stuff. Well, ladies, thank you again. It was a pleasure to have you all.
INBF rocks. Thank you, Matt.
So much.
You're awesome. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.